Coach, no team likes to sit on a loss for 8 days, but you guys clearly responded tonight. What impressed you the most about tonight's performance?
I thought, defensively, I thought we came out and executed, for the most part, especially to start the game. They hit a couple threes, didn't really discourage us. I thought team defense was good. Got a little away from it in the second half. And then offensively, we ball was popping, ball was moving. I liked our pace in the half court and in the full court.
Dallin Hall had an added opportunity tonight with Yegor sidelined. How did you feel Dallin played tonight?
Played good. I thought he did a good job of running the show. I thought he did a good job of finding some scoring opportunities there in the second half. Handled their pressure pretty well. And it's taken him a little bit of time to kind of get back to form after missing a lot of time, which I think is the hard thing to do. To be out for as long as he was, and I think he's starting to kind of get his legs underneath him.
Let's stay with the veteran theme. Trevin now 22 points and 10 rebounds. I can't recall Trevin ever having a double-digit rebound game, but maybe that's a conversation for another day. But what did you like from Trevin tonight specifically?
Outside of the two whirling dervish layups, I mean just his approach, man. He's a pro. The way he approaches things, knows how to get his shot off and knows where his spots are, and he does it efficiently. That's the thing that's really impressive about him. And then I was told earlier that is the first ever double-double for him, so we'll make sure we get the stat sheet framed for him.
You brought whirling dervish to the conversation. You should be complimented on that.
There we go. I try, man. I try. Yeah.
No one questioned this man's basketball acumen. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit and just talk about your life the last 48 hours with the official announcement of AJ joining the program and the natural spotlight that's cast on BYU. How has it been for you watching this unfold?
Yeah, it's been exciting. It's been a long process, obviously, and was anxious for the news to become official, and just really happy that I'm going to be able to coach him. He's a great kid, obviously a super high-end talent, but just really like him. He's a nice kid. He's fun to talk to. He's intelligent. You can talk hoops with him. You talk life with him. So him and his family would be a major addition, to what we have at BYU. And then I think it's cool just to kind of, for a guy of his stature, it sheds a different light on the university and what this place is about. And it's cool that he appreciates, the atmosphere and what he's walking into. And a lot of that stuff was a big reason why he chose to come here. And it's cool having him in the building tonight. I just think it's a great time for all of BYU.
You've already partly answered the question, but what do you want fans and people to know about AJ that they don't see on the surface?
I think people will see he's a real joy to be around. He just is a guy that's got a smile on his face that's really infectious. I think he'll bring a lot of joy to what we're doing here, and everyone will get joy from, one, being around him, and then two, obviously watching him play. I mean, he's just an unbelievable talent, and it'll be really fun for me and everyone here to get a chance to see something like that up close and personal.
How in the world did you keep that a secret for 2.5 weeks?
Hey, man, trust is a big thing, and relationships are big. I learned that a long time ago, and that's part of just kind of who we are. We try to be genuine, we try to be trustworthy, and there was a real bond built up between us and the Dybanstas, and I think that kind of showed through kind of at the tail end of all that stuff as it was coming to a head.
Well, AJ's in the Rock tonight celebrating with the fans, cheering on the team. And so back to this year's squad, what are you hoping to see from your team against Wyoming and against Florida A&M before Big 12 play starts?
We just want to, we had probably two of our most important practices leading up to this game as far as, establishing what we want to be about heading into the Big 12, particularly on the defensive end of the floor. I thought we did a lot of things tonight that are going to be, well carried over. And then offensively, we're just trying to – I didn't think I did a good enough job, did a bad job, honestly, against Providence of putting, Yegor and Dallin, our main ball handlers, in positive enough positions to attack pressure. So we tweaked some things there, used some of it tonight, which I thought really helped us kind of control the game a bit more, and those are things we want to continue to get better at.
Let's talk about that a little bit. What's the learning curve been like for you up to this point of the season?
Yeah, it's I learn new things every single day. There's a lot of similarities to what I was doing before, but there's also a lot of differences as well. And I try to be as critical of what I'm doing, more so even than what the players are doing. And I've told them that. And so I thought those 3 games against the Power 4 teams were really important. just to learn, kind of what teams are going to try to do to us and things that we need to do to be able to counter that. And so it's still a process for sure. I'm watching a lot of college games outside of what we're doing, trying to see what other teams are, how they're playing, what their counters are, and just trying to be a real student of what's going on. And it's been a fun challenge for sure.
Will Hardy, the head coach of the Utah Jazz, is in attendance tonight with the owner, Ryan Smith. What kind of relationship do you have with Will, and what's it like to have him on the bench and close by at this game?
That was cool. I know Will, well. We both come. He was a longtime Spurs guy, and I worked for multiple guys that come out of the Spurs tree. So I'm like a little stepchild of the Spurs family. So we know a lot of the same people, and I've always respected Will. He's a really good coach, and it's cool to have the support from him, and it's cool that Ryan's got him down there next to his seats, and we're going to return the favor and actually go to their game before we play in the Delta Center as well. But I talk to him frequently, and we see each other a lot, and it was cool that he was here.
All right, we'll finish with just an update on Yegor Deming. I know he's banged up. We called it a leg contusion, a lower leg injury. What can you tell us about when you expect Yegor to be back?
I think we're trying to reevaluate in about a week and a half and see how things are progressing. Pretty thankful that nothing serious happened. I mean, it happened in the first play of the Providence game, and he played on it for the rest of the game. It was pretty gnarly to look at on film, honestly. And so just glad that he's not any worse off.
All right, I appreciate, by the way, the halftime birthday shout out like that. You caught me off guard. I've never had anything like that happen.
Tyson keeps me well informed, and I just learned that we're the same age.
Yes.
Actually, so I'm surprised my dad hasn't texted you happy birthday. He's probably watching this, and that's coming pretty soon, so be on the lookout for that.
Update, Phil has texted me a happy birthday.
Okay, not surprised, not surprised.
You got me by 24 days, though.
Okay, hey, man. Fair enough.
Older brother here.
Yeah,
okay. Coach, thanks for the time.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks, guys.